pace of change driven by information technology presents schools and universities with unprecedented challenges. The Information Industrial Revolution, or Industry 4.0, is bringing artificial intelligence, blockchain, virtual reality, 3D printing, and the Internet of Things into the mainstream. To equip students for a rapidly changing job market, the UAE's Higher Colleges of Technology has been developing a hybrid curriculum that aims to deliver a service-driven teaching environment.
HCT has been established for more than 30 years. So technology has been embedded in HCT from the beginning. We've been advocating for the blended learning for quite some time. We know we are dealing with the Z generation. They are more passionate about the technology. They are tech savvy. And the use of technology as part of our learning system is a must, it's not been a choice.
The higher colleges have been investing heavily in its technology infrastructure over the last 3 years to bring its vision of education as a service to life.
There was a discussion quite a while back on employers will need people with skills. The gap between what the industry needs and what universities graduate. Me as an academic institution, to equip the student with the skill is just like a service. So in other words, I will put up my systems for anybody to make sure I can equip the student with that skill, and I can acquire also any faculty from anywhere in the globe that will provide that skill to that student. So it's more of a service that I'm in between. I'll acquire it from someone who's going to be able to do it and provide it to someone who's needing it.
HCT's technology investment in infrastructure, applications and training meant it was uniquely positioned to respond to the unfolding COVID-19 pandemic.
So we've started to roll out the requirements, infrastructure, applications, the credentials that's required by our faculty, training our faculty. All of a sudden, we had the COVID issue back in February, March timeframe. To be honest with you, because with the infrastructure that is ready to take us forward, and instead of actually waiting for some time to test what we have done, it turns out we actually ready to deliver that education as a service.
When the Ministry of Education announced it would close schools, HCT was able to scale its existing infrastructure overnight.
With COVID, what happened was obviously the scale increased tremendously because we had to ensure the level of comfort that faculty had to scale up with the demands of the assessments and the shifting transition from face-to-face to online, and that practically happened overnight.
From the start of spring semester on the 22nd of March and its conclusion on the 16th of May, HTC delivered over 61,000 online classes, generating 85 million minutes of online teaching and learning, all delivered via Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. From the 2-day pilot test on the 4th and 5th of March, throughout the semester, HCT surveyed students and teachers. Survey results are encouraging, with a course satisfaction rate hovering at between 70 to 85%.
We had very high satisfaction rate in just those 2 days typically, almost close to students being 91%, and faculty around 87, close to 90% as well. Given the fact that it was just 2 days of remote proctoring, overnight switching gears to go to fully online and remote proctoring is assessments and teaching, I think the preparedness really made a big difference and they had that level of satisfaction. As we moved on to fully online from March 22nd onwards until now, students have given us mostly very positive feedback.
As HCT's remote learning strategy has evolved throughout the pandemic, the constant feedback has been important, not just to measure the quality of courses, but also the sentiment towards the new educational reality.
We wanted to get real-time feedback as to not just performance, but how people were feeling about going this route. Getting that early feedback was very crucial to where we are today. So we were assessing how people were feeling about online learning, how they were feeling about the quality of the teaching, the quality of the content online. Also, we were assessing the faculty themselves, how they felt the students were learning.
Even before term resumed, it was clear that educational delivery has been fundamentally altered by COVID-19. In June, HCT approved a hybrid curriculum that melded both online and face-to-face practical learning.
What we have gained, the confidence to run in academic organizations, the level of confidence on the outcomes and the delivery of instructions. COVID-19 had provided us with this golden opportunity to make a transformation, to make a change. And one thing we absolutely believe in today, teaching and learning will never go back the way it was 3 or 4 months ago.